Okay, the first step to making the no-bake birthday cake is to make the whipped cream. That's what we're about to do now with these ingredients. Well, I like to put my mixing bowl in the freezer for at least 12 hours before I begin this process, because it will help to keep the whipped cream stiff and hold its peaks longer with the bowl to be ice cold. The recipe we're using calls for 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, but we're gonna use all 4 cups of whipping cream. If you have too much, you can always put it in a separate container and store it in the freezer, and it goes good on top of a lot of different types of desserts. We're also going to add 4 tablespoons of powdered sugar, or confectioner's sugar. Doesn't have to be exact. If you like it sweeter, you can always add more. And we'll probably do a taste test before we assemble it, and then we come back and add 4 tablespoons of granulated sugar. After that, you're going to add your vanilla extract. This is the same vanilla that we use to make the vanilla snow cones with. People love them. This, you have to be careful. It is concentrated. You can always add more if you like it to be more of a vanilla flavor, a heavier vanilla flavor. Mix this up and see how it comes out. Okay, let's see how it turns out. That looks pretty close to perfect. You don't want to go too much past this stage right here, or you may end up with butter. We're going to transfer it out of this bowl into this bowl. This one's also been in the freezer. And this is going to go back in the freezer while we prepare another layer of the cake. Okay, next step is to make the graham cracker crust. We have it here in the blender, a pack and a half of graham crackers. This is 6 tablespoons of butter, melted. Blend this up a little bit. If I can get the top on. Okay. Okay, I have the crust made. Have to admit, used the wrong sugar. Supposed to have granulated sugar, not powdered sugar. But there's no really right or wrong around here. You won't find this recipe on the internet. Pour it into your pan. Just about the right consistency. Spread it out. Mash it down. Makes a good base. And like I said, this was a no-bake. We call it a cake. I call it a cake. Carl's gonna love it. Now from here, we go to the freezer, let the butter in the crumbs, get back solid, and then we'll make the topping. Okay, now that the crust is back in the freezer, farming back up, we're gonna make the base of the cake. You can see we already have a block of cream cheese. It's been sitting out. Get room temperature. It makes it easier to mix up. Then to that, we're gonna add a can of sweetened condensed milk. Adding the sweetened condensed milk. We use a low fat because this is a calorie-free cake. Not really. After that goes a cup of powdered sugar. And one thing that we haven't done before is add chopped pecans. So we're going to put some of those in there. This is about a half a cup of chopped pecans. That's what we call them down here anyway. To that, we have Reese's peanut butter pumpkins. You can use whatever peanut butter cups you like. Add these into the mixture. They'll break up while they're being blended. Also like to add these peanut butter eggs in there because the peanut butter and the chocolate combination along with the cream cheese and condensed milk makes a very good combination. And on top of that, we also have the Reese's baking chips. It's got Reese's Pieces and Little Baby peanut butter cups. Now, as far as the candy, you can add any type you like. Prefer the peanut butter cup because they break up easier while they're being blended. You can put maybe like Hershey bars or Mr.good Bars, anything like that, and chocolate candy that will break up in the blender. I don't know if a Snickers or something like that probably would mix very well. So that's why we use this combination. Okay, this is how it looks before we get started. And we also changed from the whisk to the paddle, because it'll break the candy up better than the whisk will. See how it looks. Okay, just scrape down the sides. Don't want to completely pulverize it. I like to leave a little bit of the chunks of candy in there so you'll know what you're eating. That looks almost perfect right there. think that's gonna be just right. Nice and thick. You still have some chunks of the Reese's Pieces in there, I can see. See how it makes it nice and thick like that? Clean the paddle off a little bit. Might have to leave a little on there for a taste test. Okay, this was a recipe Pete came up with. Actually, it's a combination of 3 different recipes. We haven't done one quite like this before, but so far that's like is edible to me. We're not through with it yet. The next is going to be the topping, and then it'll go back into the freezer. Pete made the birthday cake for me, but I got to choose the toppings. And Mr.good Bars is one of my favorites, so that's what we're going to do for the top. Okay, this is the whipped cream topping. Been in the freezer. About 30 minutes now. To firm back up some. I'm not sure if it's going to take all of this. But like I said earlier, whatever's left you can put in a Tupperware type bowl with a locking top. Just stick it back in the freezer. It works great. And for top anything you like with Cool Whip on the top. Like this, you won't buy Cool Whip anymore. Okay, is that how it goes? Or maybe like this? No. Pete said no. That? I guess that's right. Pete said that's right, so I guess that's how old I am. And this is our version of a no-bake peanut butter birthday cake. I'll be 63 on Friday the 13th. Thank y'all for watching.